What's up guys, welcome to Munchkins Gaming, where we take your gaming to the next level. This is Munchkins logging in to bring you another Monk's perspective, and this time we're gonna be doing the video on Omega Savage 2.0. So this fight has taken me a while to find a good pug party to actually do. Mind you, I did not play for about 2 days, about 2 days because I was away. But finally managed to beat it and managed to record that, this fight as well. Overall, I feel like the fight was, I don't know, I feel like using items such as the anti-gravity or the vril are quite annoying, especially if you have to sacrifice like a GCD to do it. So it would definitely lower your DPS a little bit there, but overall as a monk I feel like the fight, I mean, it'll depend on the tank and the positioning of I mean, if you have a group, then that's great. You would know their habits and instances when they turn the boss and such. But when the pug, it's basically just leave it up to chance. So for True North, I usually use it around when we have this yellow and purple AoE where you have to be in the middle. I do try to use it as much as I can during those phases, but I think in this video I sort of just like, I couldn't be bothered anymore. I sort of lost basically, like, you know, I've been doing it so much that I'd lost interest on minimum and maximizing my DPS, and I've seen like Enraged so many times too. I mean, you'd think I'd want to try to maximize my DPS as much as possible, but I was starting to lose hope, and this group wasn't exactly good to begin with. But I would say we did pick up after we sorted out a few things, so it's all good. Start off bad, but ended up getting pretty good results, so there you go. So other things that I want to talk about the fight is, for if you are using these markers, you know, preferably you'd be where the main tank is, like in A, so you can keep DPSing the boss even though you get picked up for the tentacles thing, which escapes me what the name of that move is. Also, I would recommend using sprint as well because of latency issues. I have been using sprint as well. You don't really have to if you can spot it very well. In this position I sort of can see everything, but I have to angle my camera all the time, and sometimes I do miss my positionals because of it, because there's so much things that are happening, and if you blink you might not see which area is safe. So if you do see me like put in an angle and I'm using boot shine on the on the side, that's the main reason why. It's so I can see clearly, and I try not to blink because it's happened before where I thought, oh, that's the safe spot, and then it wasn't at all. And I'm not the only guy that has had that happen to them. So overall, I did enjoy the fight, even though it frustrated the hell out of me to find a group. I mean, it is at the end of the week, so I wouldn't be. I think you would expect all the people who have, you know, managed to have down it, or those people who like to finish content very quickly. Also, during that mechanic right there is the best place to use Riddle of Earth before you fly off into space. Otherwise, I don't find Riddle of Earth any useful anywhere else apart from that that mechanic, and it does happen twice depending on the fight. So Was it depending on the fight? I feel like I've done it so many times. I get confused now. But if you are gonna do that mechanic, that is the best place to use Riddle of Earth and to refresh your Grease Lightning. Alternatively, you can use Tornado Kick, but I would not recommend it. Because you rather keep your Grease Lightning really at any time rather than use it all up and restart again. I mean, you would have perfect balance up by then, but still, you know, I think it'll be safe to say we all want our Grease Lightning up. Also, charge up your chakra during that mechanic, because it is quite a long mechanic and you can form shift as well as needed. Otherwise, the fight is pretty repetitive. You know, once you've seen, basically, I feel like there's 3 main mechanics as well in here, and once you've seen them all, you know, it's pretty much just up to latency sometimes. And of course, finding a good group as well. I'm just trying to think what else there is. So this is the mechanic that I was saying, that drop the tentacle thing and you can keep DPSing. Also, if you are looking away, you can charge up your chakra, but be careful. If you do hit like the 5th chakra and you accidentally press it again and use Forbidden Chakra, yeah, you're gonna be looking at the boss. So which has happened to me as well, which is pretty funny and sad at the same time. Otherwise, if you're the only melee DPS, the only other thing I can think of is, of course, you're gonna have to do the limit break as soon as you get the limit break 3, and yeah, try to save your shoulder tackle and this pushback so you can get back into DPSing as quick as possible. I still haven't found any mechanic that sort of needs the Fist of Wind with the tackle mastery for that. I still think that needs to be taken out. I will make a separate video about the changes I want in Monk. Now I know I've probably said like the changes I want so many times, but I feel like I want to explain them a little bit longer, and I want to cover some skills or some abilities that we have that probably needs to be taken out or changed as well. Not just the 62 to 70 skills, but I want to touch base on some of the skill changes that we've had. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this fight. Like I said, it's pretty much just repeating itself with overlapping mechanics at times. So yeah. Now one last thing I did want to talk about is my DPS in this fight. I actually clocked in at 4,000 DPS. I think 4,004. And then the Red Mage, which is a friend of mine, did 4,007. So we were both in the top 2 DPS. It probably went up for me because of Tornado Kick in the end, but I think the Samurai would have done I think about the same DPS as me. So I mean, it's kind of hard to compare DPS all the time, in my opinion, because players are different and play styles are different, and you know, certain mechanics and stuff like that will always change the parsing. I think what I want to say is this is just a rough guide as to how competitive monks are in the DPS department, and I do feel like, even like I said in my past videos, I'm at peace with the potency drops. I understood. I mean, at the start I felt like, you know, why did they do that? And while playing Monk over and over again and seeing the parsing almost the same, I finally understood. And during the end game, of course, I realized that I was wrong. So, and that's why I said sorry to the monk community. I mean, there's still some things, as always, things that I want to change, but I feel like monk's in a good place when it comes to DPS. Mind you, there are some RNG to it, so you can't, like I said, it's really hard to say. Like, comparing DPS is only a rough guide, and please do not take this as, oh, monk is the best or samurai is the best. It's always just a guideline for us as to what we can do. And I mean, if it's the same, for example, if there's two of me and I play the best game I can between the two classes or two jobs, then yeah, maybe that would be a fair comparison to the DPS, because it's the same skill set, same player. So that's it. That's all I want to say, actually, in regards to that. So anyway, that's it for this video. Remember to click like, subscribe, and share this video if you find it helpful at all. As always, I would like to hear from you guys what you think of the fight, and I'll make a separate video, like I said earlier, in regards to the monk changes that I want. Get a little bit more in depth with that. Anyway guys, this is Monkeys logging off, and I'll see you guys in the next level.